South Park Snow Day has finally been released on all major systems including the Nintendo Switch, but is it any good? Let's take a look. A blizzard has fallen on South Park and Eric Cartman is praying for a day off school. The conditions are quite severe and sadly there appears to be some casualties. Lo and behold, he gets his wish for a snow day so he can play with his friends. This is where the game starts. You are the new kid again, creating your own character to become part of the South Park universe and to get involved in Cartman's Snow Day. Graphically, the game is a departure from the more recent offerings in the South Park games with the Stick of Truth and Fractured But Whole, going for a more 3D looking world, not too dissimilar to the original game that was released in the late 90s. While not as clean and sharp as the other systems, the Switch does well enough to have a decent running game. Sound-wise, the music is great and something you come to expect from a South Park game. The voice acting is top notch featuring Matt, Trey and the rest of the crew, but there are some issues regarding the voice acting being out of sync with the cutscenes, at least for the Switch version as far as I'm aware. This was a bit off-putting and a major oversight on the developer's part. Hopefully this gets patched very soon. Snow Day is a 3D adventure co-op game where you can play solo with some other computer-controlled new kids, or you can play with friends. The game is a hack and slash type game where you go through various scenarios and upgrade your gear, abilities and all that stuff with special cards you acquire throughout your game. Pretty much like a rogue type game. You get some abilities such as farting in which you can levitate or shoot fireballs. Nice! The controls themselves are simple enough but can feel a little clunky in places and are a little lacking in some regards. They are enjoyable enough to a degree but feel like they could be so much better. Surprisingly, this is a very short game. The main story has 5 different scenarios which on average will take you around an hour to complete each of them. These times can vary if you are playing by yourself or with friends, even little things like taking moments to enjoy some of the scenery, but generally your mileage will be roughly the same. Whilst I am a huge South Park fan and the game is amusing to play, it's hard not to notice that this game lacks the polish and detail of the previous Stick of Truth games. The graphics work for the style of the game that this is, but with less than impressive controls and the very short length, it feels like a lot more work could have been put into this game. The game in theory is great, but in practice ultimately does feel a little disappointing, as this should have been a surefire hit. I can only hope the game is further expanded with some more modes and free updates in the future, but as it stands at the moment, it feels like they've just killed Kenny. But for now, thanks for watching this review. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, be sure to like, subscribe and all that stuff. More reviews for classic and current Switch games are on the way, so please check those out and some other content too. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.